Saturn and PS1 are both 5th gen consoles. So why does the transparency on the PS1 look, well, transparent, and the Sega Saturn looks like this? Well, to be fair, they would have looked a lot less dissimilar on a contemporary display. So let's dig into why this is. For transparency, no pun intended, I got the info from this video from the blog at mattgreer.dev, so please consider giving it a read. So first things first, Sega Saturn actually is capable of transparency. The difference comes in with how the transparency is done. The PS1 has two processors handling graphics, the GPU and the GTE, which is part of the CPU. The GPU is responsible for drawing graphics and transparency blending, which is what we're focusing on here. The PS1 had a number of blending modes that could be set on each sprite. If a sprite had a semi-transparent flag set, it would read the pixel already in VRAM and blend it with a new pixel. PS1 uses 15-bit RGB, meaning red, green, and blue each get a value from 0 to 31 that determines the color. Basically, it just averages the values. You can pause the video here to see how that's done. The Saturn also had two graphics processors. The VDP1 handles sprites and polygons, and the VDP2 handles things like background layer drawing, scaling, and color math. The VDP2 can handle 5 simultaneous scrolling backgrounds. The VDP1 draws all the sprites and polygons into a frame buffer and sends that data to the VDP2, who treats it as the foreground layer. The VDP1 can flag pixels as opaque, half-transparent, or a mesh, essentially a pixel grid. But here's the thing, the transparent flag can only average the pixel with the background layer and not other sprites. So in the case of Mega Man X4, if the beams had that transparency flag, your game would end up looking like this. This isn't a huge deal in small doses though, which is why you see games like Guardian Heroes actually use this transparency flag. What other Sega Saturn games do you know that use actual transparency instead of just meshes? Let me know in the comments!